Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. We're going to talk about the Warriors. 125, 177 over the Washington Wizards. The Wizards go to 16 and 51 and 11 and 23 at home. The Warriors go to 33 and 35 and 14 and 20 on the road. Golden State beat them the first time, which is this one. They play again later this month for the second meeting, and that's the last time they meet each other since the Wizards won't be in the play-in or playoffs. So they'll see each other next season. The Warriors won the first quarter 34 to 23. They lost the second quarter 34 to 30. They won the third quarter 34 to 29. They lost the fourth quarter 31 to 27. Draymond Green ended up having 5 points. He went 1 of 5 from three, 2 of 8 from the field for 29 minutes, and he had 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 turnovers and 2 steals. Didn't really score the ball that great, but he did a good job of finding his teammates as he usually does and crashing the glass to the best of his ability. He still can get around. He still got a little speed to him. He still got a high basketball IQ on both ends of the court, so he still is a good player to have. 3 offensive boards out of the 8, 1 personal foul in the -8 and plus-minus. Guy Santos. He had a lot of open looks, and that's all he had to do is try to finish them. Mainly from 3, the team was just giving it to him. And he was able to have a 4-6 shooting night from 3 and finish 7 of 10 from the field. Just had good looks, even near the basket. And he finished with 18 points with 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover, and 1 steal. He has the size to see over defenses. He usually gets the ball at the top of the key, whether it's for passing or for 3-point shooting. And then it's about, can he make the right play? He did have 5 personal fouls that limited how much he was on the floor. And he did have 1 offensive board, one's a +20 and plus-minus. De'Anthony Melton had another high-scoring game where he was able to get 27 tonight. Good drives, good in-between game. In this one, he went 12 of 17 from the field. He did miss all of his threes, finishing 0 of 2 from 3. And then he went 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He did have 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, and 2 steals. 1 offensive board, no personal fouls, and was a +10 and plus-minus. Just really good scoring, really good shot selection in this one. And then you got to be happy they was able to make basically all of them besides 5 shots. And Brandon Podziemski didn't have the night that you will want. In 28 minutes, he had 10 points. He went 3 of 11 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. So not the greatest game from him, whether he was driving, pulling up, or just trying to hit a wide open shot. None of them was really falling for him tonight. He did have 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and a steal. 1 offensive board, 2 personal foul, was a +8 and plus-minus. And Will Richard, he had good looks all game also, but he went 0 of 6 from the field and 0 of 4 from 3. So even when he was left wide open, he couldn't punish the Wizards for doing so. And he did have 2 assists and 3 rebounds in the steal, so he did something to help the offense, and he did something defensively. And he had 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal foul, and was a -2 and plus-minus. Porzingis was the hero of the game, mainly because he was able to hit mid-range jumpers. He was able to score near the basket and get to the free throw line. He was basically unstoppable. The Wizards were just too small. No Sar in this one. Um, the only guy that was really guarding him was Julian Reese, and he couldn't even stop him because he had the mobility and the ability to pull up whenever he wanted to. So Porzingis went 8 of 13 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 13 of 14 from the free throw line for 30 points. That was game high for the Warriors in general for both teams. So that's how good of a night he had. He did have 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, and 2 steals and 3 blocks. We know Porzingis is long. We know he is mobile. We know he's athletic, and he can get to your shot if you try him, and he did so well in this one. He even only had 2 personal fouls in this game. He also had 1 offensive rebound, was a +7 and plus-minus. Leon did a good job attacking the basket. He finished 4 or 5 from the field. He did miss his only shot, which was a 3. Other than that, everything was a make. He had 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a +2 and plus-minus. Omier played 2 minutes. He ended up going 2 of 2 from the free throw line. That's the only points he scored. He did have 1 assist, no turnovers, and a personal foul. It was a +1 and plus-minus. Gary Payton is just amazing. Did a really good job of attacking the rim, cutting to the basket, and just getting good looks all game. He finished 7 to 10 from the field with 15 points. He played 24 minutes, 1 of 3 shooting from the free throw line. He ended up having 6 boards, which was the most off the bench. He also had 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. You know he's going to put a lot of effort on the defensive end to make you work for anything that you're trying to get on him or around him, and he did a good job of that. But it did come with 5 personal fouls, which is fine because he's only coming in for limited minutes anyway. You want to use him as much as you can. You want to get whatever you can from him, but they was able to get enough from him because he didn't foul out. He had 2 offensive boards, one of the -6 and plus minus. Gary Payton was really good. Nate Williams, 3 minutes. He went 0-2 from the field. He missed his other shot, which was a three. He had 1 rebound, no turnovers, no personal foul. Was a +6 and plus minus. And then Pat Spencer, sometimes ended up making a layup. The other shot, he ended up going 2 of 4 from three. So you have to be happy with that. And 2 of 2 from the free throw line and 3 of 9 from the field. He had 3 rebounds, 4 assists, a turnover, and a steal. He also had 1 offensive board, no personal foul, and was a +2 and plus minus. And you look at the Washington Wizards, they stayed in the game and kept it competitive, and they play hard. Everybody in the starting lineup for them scored in double figures, so they all played a good part. Julian Reese, 24 minutes for him. He had 12 points. He went 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. It's just good that he was able to score, in the paint and near it as much as he could and did it efficiently. He did only have 6 rebounds. He only had 1 assist and 3 turnovers. He also had 2 offensive rebounds, and he had a trouble defending cleanly. And this one, so he finished with 5 personal fouls. Obvious as a big, you want to make plays on the ball. You want to try to find a way to protect the rim. You want to try to be physical. Sometimes the referee's calling it. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's obvious. Sometimes it's ticky tack. But it is what it is. You gotta accept it. They can't take it back unless you challenge it. And if you ain't gonna do that, you just gotta accept it. But he was a -5 and plus minus. Trae Young, he did a good job of scoring the basketball in this one. 21 points. He went 7 to 10 from the field. Had his spot up threes. Had his little drives, and he also was able to get a little contact too. Going 4 or 5 from the free throw line, he looked decent in this one, especially coming off an injury that take away some of your mobility. He did have 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, is still in the block. 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal fouls, and was a +3 and plus minus. It's just good to see him out there again as one of the better point guards in the league. Koulibaly, he was attacking the rim real well, but he also had the mid-range shot going a little bit in this one too. He played 33 minutes, had 21 points, went 7 to 10 from the field, 2 of 2 from three, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 8 boards, which was tied for the most on the team with Anthony Gill. He did have 4 assists, 2 turnovers, and a steal, 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal fouls, and was a +6 and plus minus. Will Riley played 39 minutes. That ended up being the most on the team. They kept leaving him open, so he did a good job of picking his shots and just trying to knock down the ones they gave him. He had 21 points, went 6 of 13 from the field, 4 of 8 from three, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, which ain't that bad. He had 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls. It was a +5 and plus minus. And Trey Johnson, 23 minutes, 13 points. He went 5 of 12 from the field, 2 of 7 from three, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Of course, he had that jump shot going from mid range and from three to attack the basket. He has a good body, good athleticism, good touch, good understanding of when he wants to score and how he wants to get it done. You have to have that made up sometime to keep the defense on their heels and put you at advantages, which he was able to do enough to score. He also had 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and a personal foul. It was a +2 and plus minus. Anthony Gill, 32 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He had 4 points. He went 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Outside of the rebounding, which was 8, like I said before, he didn't really give you too much in this one in those 32 minutes. He did have 2 assists, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. 3 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and was a -2 and plus minus. Tristan was able to finish around the basket, but not that great. He finished 3 of 9 from the field and 2 of 7 from three, but he also did go 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and a block. No personal fouls, and was a -10 and plus minus. And Sharif Cooper, he played 13 minutes and had 4 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and a turnover, 2 personal fouls, and a minus 15 and plus minus. He's coming in to find some guys and score. As long as he's doing that, you happy. Jameer ended up getting a nice dunk in this one, but still finished 3 or 4 from the field for 6 points, which is good. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and 3 steals. The 3 steals ended up being the most on the team. He also had 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and was a minus 11. And plus minus Carlton Bub Carrington had the 2 mid-range jumpers to go in, but other than that, he finished 2 of 6 from the field, over 3 from the 3 point line for 4 points, 1 assist, no turnovers, 2 personal fouls. It was a minus 17 and plus minus. Jaden Hardy, 12 minutes, 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 4 and plus minus. Both teams shot 51%, but the Wizards shot 78 field goals while the Warriors shot 91. That's huge in the difference of who can win and lose the game. The Wizards shot 34 threes and made 38% of them. The Warriors shot 32 and made 28% of them. The Wizards shot one more free throw. They shot 83%. The Warriors shot 86%, which was better, but they shot one less free throw. 41 rebounds for the Warriors total versus 36 for the Wizards. And then 24 assists for the Wizards, 32 for the Warriors. 21 turnovers for the Wizards, 15 for the Warriors. 7 steals for the Wizards, 13 for the Warriors. 2 blocks for the Wizards, 4 for the Warriors. 9 offensive rebounds for the Wizards, 14 for the Warriors. Both teams had 27 defensive rebounds and 25 personal fouls and 21 for the Warriors. Really good game from both teams, and the Warriors are just getting better looks and easier opportunities. And I feel like the Wizards forced a little bit more. They took some more tough ones, although they both shot about the same from the field. The Warriors did do a good job of getting those extra possessions to give them more chances to be able to outscore the Wizards, which ended up being a good thing for them to help them be able to close out and win the game. And they also took care of the ball better than the Wizards. Too many turnovers helped them get a little bit of a distance and a little bit more of a cushion, even late in the game. Although the Wizards did win the fourth quarter, that third quarter was really, really big for the Warriors after that good 11-point start over the Wizards in that first quarter. They tried to chip away at it as much as they could, but the Warriors just continued to get good looks all game. And it was a lot of miscommunication from the Wizards defensively. They gave up a lot of opportunities that they shouldn't, and the Warriors was able to make some good ones too. And Porzingis did a good job of taking his time, getting the shots that he wanted in the fourth quarter to help them get a decent offensive hub for them. And the Wizards just couldn't stop him or couldn't guard him really in this one. And he had a big night. You never know who's going to play well. You never know who's going to step up. You just want to see them give their best. And the Wizards play hard. The Warriors play smarter. And it ended up working tremendously for them by the end of the game. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.